plethora of historical sites, fine foods, captivating waterfalls, rivers, volcano crater, vast sugar and rice plantations, and a plethora of other attractions combine to make Tarlac a perfect ecotourism destination. Hi everyone, I am Darella Amor Pineda from Green Viaje Travel and Tours, and come with me as we unlock the colorful province of Central Luzon, the Tarlac province. Tarlac is a landlocked province of the Philippines on the island of Luzon. Tarlac City is its capital. Tarlac is bounded to the south by Pampanga, to the east by Nueva Ecija, and to the north by Pangasinan, and to the west by Zambales. It is part of the Central Luzon region, which also includes Aurora, Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Pampanga, Tarlac, and Zambales. Are you excited to join me in this virtual tour? But before that, let's start with a prayer, which will be followed with our Philippine national anthem. Tarlac's name is a Hispanized version of Malatarlac at Alahibwid. Tarlac was originally divided into two sections, the southern division which belonged to Pampanga and the northern section which belonged to Pangasinan. According to the 2020 census, it has a population of 1,503,456 people. Tarlac has a total land area of 3,053.45 kilometers square. Governor Susan Yap currently leads it. Welcome to the melting pot of Luzon. Tarlac is the most multicultural of the provinces in the region for having a mixture of four distinct ethnic groups, the Kapampangans, the Pangasinans, the Ilocanos, and the Tagalogs. It is a colorful province since on this virtual tour you will experience history, nature, adventure, and culture firsthand. The world-class beauty the province of Tarlac has to showcase. And we will start from the south side of Tarlac and we will be ending in its north. First, let's discover heritage. Our first destination is located in Concepcion, Tarlac. Sitting quietly at a parcel of land in Concepcion, Tarlac is a stately old mansion built during the pre-war days of the city, painted in blinding white and striking reds. The structure stands proudly across a sprawling yard dotted with trees and carpeted in the grass. Welcome to the Palais Aquino, the Aquino ancestral house. Tarlac is the Aquino family's baluarte. This is the province where Ninoy grew to prominence as a politician. The guy was a whiz when it comes to politics, being a mayor at 22, a vice governor of the province at 27, and finally, governor at 29. His record still stands as being the youngest senator of the country at age 34. But of course, however gifted one might be, one still cannot achieve such a feat without a family already into politics, and it is such with the Aquino clan. His grandfather, one of Emilio Aguinaldo's generals, and his father, the Speaker of the House of the Representatives. The Aquino ancestral house is not as old as the numerous Bahay na Bato in Vigan City, being completed only on 1938. The architectural style is somewhat European in nature with its grand porch and neoclassical columns. It was designed by an architect from Laguna but was heavily supervised by Apong Ignu, Ninoy's father, during its construction. Inside, everything is made of wood and painted red Nara hardwoods to be exact. The second floor most especially blazes with the warmth of the material. The furniture is crafted in the Quit Betis, a wood carving style from the neighboring province of Pampanga, where the now famous Betis crafts originated. Do you want to go back to the history? Do you want to travel back in time? With our next destination, you will experience a piece of history. From Concepcion, let's travel to Capas Tarlac. Let's unveil the historical destination, the Capas National Shrine in Barangay Aranguren, Capas Tarlac. It was built by the Philippine government as a memorial to the Filipino and American soldiers who died at Camp O'Donnell at the end of the Bataan Death March. This is a significant site related to Veterans Day in the Philippines every 9th of April. It commemorates the surrender of the combined U.S. and Philippine forces to the Japanese in 1942. There is also a memorial to the Czechs who fell here fighting alongside the Filipinos and U.S. soldiers. The area where the Bataan Death March ended was proclaimed by President Corazon Aquino as Capa's National Shrine on December 7, 1991. The shrine encompasses 54 hectares of parkland, 35 hectares of which have been planted with rows of trees to represent each of the deceased. On April 2003, a new memorial wall and obelisk were unveiled. The 70-meter towers above the grounds of the former internment camp. The obelisk is surrounded by a three-segment black marble wall engraved with the names of the Filipinos known to have died during the Death March. There are statistics about the total number of prisoners and deaths together with the poems for peace. It's so nice how we treasure this destination that is rich in history. To witness and visit the destination will not just make the destination famous but will also make our history alive and to pass on future generations. All right, who's excited to an adventure? Have a journey at the beautiful disaster of Mount Pinatubo by trekking from the jump-off point at Santa Juliana Capas Tarlac. Mount Pinatubo, a dormant volcano north of Manila, discharged millions of tons of sulfur dioxide in the air on June 1991 when it was awakened after more than 600 years of dormancy on what is considered the largest and the most catastrophic volcanic eruption in the recent years. Ashes cover the entire Luzon landmass and even reach Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and other neighboring Asian countries. Today, it holds a beauty that covers its tragic past. The blue-green lake on a gray-brown crater is a sight to behold. The irony is that it is now attracting more and more people after its sudden eruption that fended off people from the area more than a decade ago. Experience Mount Pinatubo. A day trek to the crater will reveal the beauty that it drew. You will even forget its disastrous history. You'll head to the starting point of your 4x4 ride. Be ready to ride a 4x4 vehicle to get to your destination, the crater lake of Mount Pinatubo. You will also go on a hiking expedition. The active stratovolcano Mount Pinatubo is located between the provinces of Tarlac, Pampanga, and Zambales. It has a stunning lake in the middle of a crater that is turquoise in hue. The volcano holds the record for the biggest volcanic explosion to have occurred in the last 100 years. Hundreds of homes were destroyed by a major explosion in Mount Pinatubo in 1991. But after 3 decades, Mount Pinatubo is becoming a popular hiking and adventure destination. You will travel to the base camp and move past an area where you'll see lahar. Along the way, the 4x4 ride gets fun and challenging. You will then exit the vehicle and go toward the mountain's deck once you get to the jump off location of the hike. After the trek, you'll be rewarded with a magnificent view of Mount Pinatubo's crater lake. Enjoy the view while having a packed lunch courtesy of the tour. Since the Spanish colonization, the Filipino culture is Catholicism. But as the years go by, we have different religions now. Our next destination offers Catholicism, or you can enjoy and appreciate the nature alone if you want. Let's discover more of it in the religious side in San Jose Tarlac. Welcome to Monasterio de Tarlac, lies on the top of Mount Resurrection, a monastery and an eco park with a view of the Zambales mountain range. Yes, you've heard it right. The monastery sits on top of the Mount Resurrection, part of the Zambales mountain range, and it is also part of the 788 hectares Mount Resurrection Eco Park with lush, verdant vegetation that is home to many species of birds and insects. Monastery de Tarlac's claim to fame beside the colossal risen Christ is a piece of the true cross enshrined inside the monastery chapel. Backstory: it is said that when Saint Helena dug under Calvary Hill in Jerusalem, she found three wooden crosses. Unsure which of the trio was Jesus, she asked a dying woman to touch each one. The one that revived her was declared to be the true cross. In 2007, a splinter of that said cross was brought from Germany to the Philippines, and the relic is now kept in Monastery de Tarlac's White Baroque Chapel. So interesting, right? Sitting 300 meters above sea level and perched on Mount Resurrection, the monastery is quite literally #blessed with the monastery most breathtaking view. Aside from that, it is also famous for its Rio de Janeiro's colossal risen Christ. Site this pilgrimage right now. Prepare your sunscreens and put on your face, and now let's discover nature in San Clemente, Tarlac. Falls and river in amazing Kanding, only in Tarlac. Upon reaching Barangay Maasin, one has to pay the entrance fee. You will need to do a short trek of about 20 minutes and cross three river trails. Just be cautious in crossing as the rocks can get really slimy. One technique I was told of was avoiding the reddish rocks because those are the slippery ones. It'll help, trust me. The river's width is about 15 to 20 steps, so you will not break a sweat at all. You just really need to walk slowly but surely. While trekking, you will pass by boulders, string beans plantation, tall weeds, and bamboo bushes. The place is not that hilly, so it will not be a difficult one. You will just need the usual sunblock, hats for the shade, and a good pair of sunglasses, and you will be ready to explore Kanding Falls, the amazing Kanding.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway glide. A classic cliche, we're on the run. This is what we wait. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, die with my own doubts. Be free.
All right, my dear tourists, let's now proceed to our last but not the least destination. Afterward, let's move to the south and discover the Ilang Ilang Center in Anao Tarlac. Hashtag legacy. Let us learn how they preserve these methods on how they extract ilang ilang to be a product of their own. Anao in Tarlac is known as the ilang ilang capital of the Philippines. Native to the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia, the ilang ilang's essential oil is used in perfumes and aromatherapy. There's a production facility in the town that produces essential oils and other products from the native flower. And did you know that ilang ilang essential oil is used in Chanel number 5? Now you know. In the center, you will see the machine that they are using to produce ilang ilang essential oils. The ilang ilang flowers will go first into a boiler, then into a condenser, and then into a separator. The ilang ilang flower is extracted three times. The first extract will be used in making perfumes. The second extract will be used in making spa oils. And the third extract will be used in making soap. This legacy is surely essential to the Tarlacanos. Our journey has come to an end, and Tarlac is truly a memorable virtual tour with you. It is such a colorful province, and we experience Heritage, history, adventure, culture, nature, and legacy all in one place. I hope that you enjoy the tour as much as I do, and I am looking forward to seeing you in person when you visit the province of Tarlac. On behalf of Green Viaje Travel and Tours, I would like to thank you for joining our tour. I hope that it becomes a memorable tour even if it's virtual. We do apologize for any inconveniences you feel or experience. Before we close, we would like to ask you a favor to fill in the questionnaire to improve our upcoming program. If you have finished answering the questionnaire, I'll send you your souvenirs as a token of appreciation. Thank you, and I hope that you had a nice journey. And I will leave you a quote, an excerpt from a Chinese proverb: "A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." I would like to thank the University of Baguio for giving me this opportunity to have a tour with you, and to my mentor as well, Ma'am Joanna Marie B. Victorio. Thank you so much. Everyone, my dear tourists, have fun and always be safe. This has been Darella Pineda, your virtual tour guide, signing off.